I felt like the safest place I had on a show on CNN had been compromised. I ignored it, just hoping it would go away. Or even more, did I imagine this? But I didn't. A few hours later, he said hello. I didn't respond for 2 more days, despite his plea the next day to call because he wanted to discuss work. I tried to punt until after the Georgia runoffs, asking a week later if he still wanted to discuss his work idea, despite him mentioning Tinsel bikini and Tinsel bottom along the way. As I think about this, it feels so small compared to what other women in the workplace experience. But I was afraid to speak up.
Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, as you can hear, Angela Wright has shared with the world that Chris Cuomo, former CNN news guy, he had his own segment. He's now on News Nation. Apparently, he found her New Year's 2021 picture with her bathing suit. He found it so tantalizing, he couldn't help himself, that he decided to take a screenshot and call her Tinsel Crotch. So apparently she was so upset, he tried to clean up a little bit by offering her a position of some sort or expand her role at CNN. And then I guess back and forth. She was eventually fired the next month. And she believes it was directly attributed to the fact that she had pushed back against the alleged harassment from Chris Cuomo. Now, this video, I've got a couple of questions, and we're going to shoot straight, guys. We got to shoot straight. Pow, pow. Now, Angela Wright, besides being beautiful, I think she's super intelligent, and I used to watch her a lot on CNN, and I wondered what happened to her, because I would love the debates when they had Angela representing the Democrats, and then they would have a Republican on, and then they would go back and forth. Remember Jim Ryan from Illinois, he was one of the representatives, I believe. He and Angela Wright they would get into it, and Angela would read him up and down, baby. She was into it. Well, Angela, it looks like Chris Cuomo couldn't help himself, and he did snapped a picture of that bathing suit on for the New Year 2021, and called her Tinsel Crotch, and she was devastated. She was crying, as you can tell from the audio. She was very, very upset, and she feels that CNN fired her after she, pushed back a little bit, spoke up a little bit on Chris Cuomo, approached him about it eventually. So I discussed this with some friends of mine, close friends, and I can honestly tell you, I'm not one of the group. I just don't believe if you got that imbalance in power, I think it's better not to even cross that line with anybody, whether you're a male or a female. Just don't mess around with your staff or people who are under you, because Angela was a commentator. She was just a guest. Whereas Chris Cuomo, he was a full-time employee, salaried. He had his own show. I mean, the power imbalance was, it was obvious, and any sort of conflict would risk her future with CNN. So let's get back to the poll I did with my group of friends. Now, my group of friends, and I have a diverse group of friends, and let's just say this. They said that if they were in Angela's place, they would love it because Chris Cuomo is so handsome. Now, I'm like, okay, well, I don't feel that way. I like Chris Cuomo on News Nation, and he is handsome, but I mean, I just think it's in bad taste. Even if you found Angela to be just a gorgeous woman, you just don't cross that line ever, because it puts the female or the male, if it's reversed, it puts them, the person without the power, it puts them in a very vulnerable position. It does. And excuse me, I'm tongue-tied because I got these Invisaligns in, trying to get my grill done, fixed. I mean, so if I'm slurring a little bit, I apologize, but I hope you can get my message. So anyways, Angela, I wondered what happened to her. So she says she believes that she was fired because she was fired the following month. Well, they did not renew her contract for her to come on as a guest or as a commentator. And then later that year, Chris Cuomo lost his job at CNN because he was helping his brother, Governor Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York. So anyways, what do you guys think? Now, does that mean that I will stop watching Chris Cuomo on News Nation? No, because I do like, I like his commentary. And I like his views when it comes to inviting debate from all sides. I enjoy debate, and I love people who are very good at it. And Chris Cuomo encourages that, and I like that on News Nation. Now, is he human? Yes. Did he physically assault her? No. Did he get that girl fired? I'm concerned about that piece. But I blame CNN more than anybody. Because CNN, now that's turned me off. Because I wondered what happened to Angela. And I liked her on CNN. So, knowing that CNN, I'm not going to accuse Cuomo yet that he got her fired. Was it in bad taste? I think that it was absolutely in bad taste. Angela Rye, do I believe her? Yeah, for the most part, I do. Do I think it's unfortunate? Of course it's unfortunate. It's not fair. It's not fair. So why isn't she come out now? Maybe because she felt like she got a new podcast. She felt this was the right time. I think I support her in that. I think that if she felt like it was now's the time to come out, then come on out. I do find her to be not only beautiful, she's intelligent. She is very tough, and she's one of the better debaters I've seen on TV. I think that it's terrible. If Cuomo did that, Chris Cuomo, I think he owes her an apology. I really do. And I think that he should clean it up, make amends, and invite her on a News Nation. Give her the opportunity that you denied her. If you played a hand, Chris Cuomo, in any way, invite Angela on to News Nation. Clean it up. Make amends. Offer her an opportunity to keep building on her career. Because to be honest with you, she should be there on prime time. I do. I believe that. Now, other friends in my group who will not be on camera, they don't care if Chris Cuomo is married or not, and they just said, because they're married, and they're like, harass me. So, I'm like, no. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know what you think. This is the town square, baby, and all voices count. I want to hear from you. Will you stop watching Chris Cuomo on News Nation? How does that affect your views on Chris Cuomo? How about Angela Rye? Do you believe her? I believe her. But do you believe her? Do you have questions? Let me know in the chat. CNN. Are you concerned that CNN would let her go like that? I mean, because they are they're the original. I mean, they are the ones with the absolute power. Both Angela and Chris Cuomo Chris was an employee and Angela was probably like an independent contractor or something. So you guys let me know in the comments. I want to thank you for watching. I'll chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao. Mwah.